Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2 1 2. Good evening. Welcome into the Bulldog Digital Network as we get set for an Appalachian Athletic Conference doubleheader here from James L. Robb Gymnasium on the campus of Tennessee Wesleyan University in Athens, Tennessee. Jared Wright bringing you the play-by-play as the Lady Bulldogs come back to Dwayne Farmer Court, trying to get back above 500. They are sitting right at 500, 2-2 on the season. They are 1-1 inside conference play and 1-1 here on this floor. They did pick up a road win at Columbia International last week, 78-55, and dropped a loss just a little over a week ago at Bryan, 60-54. Of course, that was the return for head coach Jason Smith in his first season back over to Dayton, Tennessee. And then tonight we get set for another matchup and connections between the two coaches. Of course, Jason Smith, longtime coach over at Bryan, had success and had Byron Lawhon, who is now the head coach at Johnson University, as his assistant, took his place at Bryan, but Lawhon making the move up to Knoxville area a couple of years ago. He's in his third season at the helm of the Lady Royals, and they come in 4-0 overall, currently tied for first in the conference. Of course, it's early in the season. They are 2-0 inside the conference. Preseason 5th. Lady Bulldogs, on the other hand, were preseason 6th coming into this season. And so this one could be very interesting, as you could say the student and the teacher face off against each other here tonight from Dwayne Farmer Court. They've already chatted up at half court as we get set for the national anthem to come up here in just a few moments from Dwayne Farmer Court. And we will pause and be back in 60 seconds. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network as we get set for the starting lineups again. Tennessee Wesleyan against Johnson University. Johnson, a newcomer to the conference over the last couple of years. It is a series that the Lady Bulldogs have at least controlled 4-1, but Johnson did pick up the last victory a year ago on the road up in Seymour area, 63-67. Lady Bulldogs lost that one by 4, but they are 2-0 here at home, winning by as average of 21.5 points per game. But Johnson much different since Byron Lawhon able to come up and take over the program up there. Let's look at the Lady Royals first starting five here. Number 1, Emily Wilson, the 5'8" sophomore guard. Number 2, Emery Barragana, freshman, 5'8" freshman guard. Number 10, Jordan Hefner, 5'6" senior guard. Number 11, Sophia Singer, a 6-foot freshman graduate forward, not a freshman, correction. And then 42, Hannah Jones, a 6'1" sophomore forward, averages 19 points a game to lead the Lady Royals, and they're 82 points per game. On the other side, for Jason Smith and his Lady Bulldog Club, they will start number 1, Anna Crowder, 5'9" senior forward from Meigs County, Tennessee, averages 11.5 points a game along with almost 6 rebounds. Number 4, Jacelyn Stone, the 5'5" senior guard, averages 15.5 points per game. She also hails from Decatur, Tennessee. Number 10, J.C. Powell, the 5'8" senior guard, also from Decatur, Tennessee, averages just under 10 points a game along with 4 rebounds. Number 23, the freshman forward, 5'9", Jalea Lindsay, 13.8 points per game for her average from Cleveland, Tennessee. And then 25, Ella Crowder, the 5'9" senior forward, also from Decatur, Tennessee, and the twin sister of number 1, Anna Crowder. Lady Bulldogs come in averaging 73.5 points per game compared to that 82.3 for Johnson. Lady Bulldogs, though, giving up 61 points. Johnson only giving up 55.5. And so we will see. Both teams hovering in the low 40s as far as shooting percentage. Wesleyan coming off of their worst free throw percentage games back-to-back. But they will try to get back in the win column here against Johnson. The tip does go to the Royals as we get set here from James L. Robb. Royals have it out front. Hefner. Now they go right side. Work it across the paint. There's Jones. And Hannah Jones gets the Lady Royals on the board first. Saw her play at Bradley Central when they would come to McMinn County quite a bit in her second year up there. She's also got a high school teammate, Shemaya Francis, playing with her. She'll come in reserve. Here's Powell. Top of the key to Crowder. Crowder, quick crossover. Crowder blocked inside, stays with the ball. Now it's taken away there by Hefner. Singer got the block. Now Crowder's going to commit the foul in transition. That's Anna Crowder, her first, team first. She'll step to the stripe. Hefner, a 62.5% shooter on the season, 10 of 16. Try to give Johnson some extension on the lead. She makes the first one. Just under a minute played so far here in the first quarter of action. Our first Appalachian Athletic Conference doubleheader of the season and first regular season home game for the guys coming up as Hefner makes both free throws for Johnson. They lead it by 4. And it's Stone, number 4, bringing it up the court for Tennessee Wesleyan. Gets a screen from Ella Crowder, goes right side. Layup is in and good for Jacelyn Stone. Use a nice little opposite side screen. Takes it up off the glass. Two-pointer up, no good. Lindsay pulls down the rebound. She'll clear it out. Head up, looks over to Powell. Powell going to pop the 3 for the Lady Bulldogs. Off the back iron, no good. Ball bounces around. Lindsay battling for it. But it's going to be Wilson that comes away with it for Johnson. Trying to find some help. Lob up to Hefner. Hefner at half court, and she steps out of bounds. Good help defense there by Lindsay. And forces the turnover. So Lady Bulldogs again can claim the lead here at the 3-point basket. Stone going to bring it up the floor. Gets that high screen from Crowder, goes straight to the basket again. Blocked out of bounds, no whistle on the foul. Coach Smith wanting that one, but it'll still be Lady Bulldog basketball underneath. 22 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. Stone looking to get it in. Top of the key, it comes to Anna Crowder. Near corner pass, knocked out of bounds there by Hefner. Just 2 seconds off the clock. Crowder gets it into Stone in the front court. Stone looked to make a pass. Nobody was there, and she travels with it. So Lady Bulldogs will have to drop back defensively and Not seeing the full court press we saw against Welch, and as Jason Smith told us after that game, it will kind of be dictated on who they're playing. With a team like Johnson having some weapons offensively, they'll try not to do it. Now another foul. They're going to call a blocking foul this time. It's going to be on Ella Crowder. Her first, team second. So Hefner strolls back to the line. She's a 4.5 point or 4.8 points per game. She's well on her way to that if she can knock down 2 more free throws. She gets the first one. And the second one. Back to a 4-point game for Johnson. Lady Bulldogs looking for their second field goal. Right wing, it's Crowder with it. Crowder top of the key to Powell. Now Ella Crowder goes right side, gets bodied hard on the shot. And this one will be on number 11. Sophia Singer picks up her first, team first, and Ella Crowder getting her second start of the season, 50% shooter on the year. Rattles the first one in. The second one in and out it goes. Rebound collected by Johnson. Singer pulls it down. Now quickly up to Jones across midcourt. Wilson gets it on the left corner. Hefner going to pull the three. That one off to the right side. Ella Crowder collects it, hands it off to Stone, and Stone will bring it up the court. Gives it to Lindsay. Lindsay, quick crossover. Lost the handle, gets it to Stone. She'll pop the three off the back iron. Second three-pointer that's hit that back iron for the Lady Bulldogs. And falling just out. Wilson in transition, gets into the paint, working against Lindsay. Blocked out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. A little bit of help defense underneath there. Hefner to kid in underneath. Post set screens for the guards. Long outlet to Singer. Singer double post move. Layup is good for her first basket. And the largest lead for Johnson at 5. 8-3. 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter of action. Stone to the right side. Layup off the glass is good. Jacelyn Stone with the only 2 field goals for the Lady Bulldogs. Cuts it down to a 1-possession game. Backcourt press. Stone and Crowder had the turnover they thought, but ball goes rolling. Ella Crowder hits the deck. Johnson into the paint. Bounce pass over to Jones. Jones misses the short jumper, and the Lady Bulldogs could tie it up right here with a 3, but at least want to get some points. Stone, 15-footer, just dead off the back iron, chases the rebound down, but couldn't get it. Wilson in from the AAC logo. Kicks it out to Hefner. Hefner's going to reset. Hefner drops it back to the referee, but it's Wilson that has to come get it. Wilson drops it back to Jones. Shot clock down to 5. Ball stolen away by Lindsay. Cross midcourt. It's a one-on-one. Gets to the left side. Lay in too strong. Lady Bulldogs just cannot buy a field goal the last couple of trips down, except for Stone. Only made 2 so far. 2 of 8. Wilson into the paint. Spin move against Powell. Blocked. Powell, good defensive presence inside. Gets the tip and the rebound. Now Ella Crowder in transition. Blocked hard out of bounds by Jones. And that's just a height advantage. Crowder 5'9", Jones listed at 6'1". Holcomb and Butler will enter for the Lady Royals, and then Abby Barr, number 3, 5'8" senior guard from Sweetwater, Tennessee, will enter for Lindsay for Tennessee Wesleyan. Stone to key it in. Looking for help. Gets it front court to Crowder. Back to Stone in the near corner. 5.5 to play in the first. Stone, quick kick out to Crowder. Anna with it. Sends it over to Powell. Powell up to Barr. Barr gets a screen from Ella Crowder. Back to Powell. Quick touch pass to Crowder. Ella out to Anna. Anna for three, and there it is. The Lady Bulldogs have tied it up with 5:12 to play. Near corner. That was Holcomb with it. Cameron Holcomb, number 22. Royals layup missed. Anna Crowder pulls out the rebound. Here's Stone, gets into the paint. Kick out, the pass is intercepted. Lady Royals trying to push it. Lady Bulldogs back defensively. Jones top of the key. Looked like she traveled, no call. Long two, off the mark there for Lady Royals. Top of the key, Anna Crowder. Touch pass down to Ella Crowder again, out to Barr, open for another three. Can they go back to back? No. Off to the left side, collected by Hefner. Hefner goes to the left side of the floor. Aragona with it, sends it right side back to Hefner. Hefner takes the three and she drills it, so the Lady Royals back in front. With under 4 to play. Stone with it, high screen from Crowder, drops it back to Anna Crowder. Three-pointer off the mark for Anna Crowder, but long rebound by Powell. In the far corner, shot clock reset to 20. Dump pass to Ella Crowder, over the back, no whistle there. Jones is trying to get back, but Powell finds her quickly. Holcomb. That looked like an arm bar right there, but Ella Crowder going to pick up her second, team second, or team third, correction. Wholesale change pretty much for Johnson. Lindsay back in quickly for the Lady Bulldogs. Number 12, Alexis Bates, 5'6" senior guard, checks in as well. Along with her twin sister, Sierra Bates, 22, 6-foot senior forward. Becca Gardner has the ball for Johnson out front. She's one of the newcomers to the floor. Along with number 15, Kaylee McDonald. They work it on the perimeter. 23, Kelsey Pike with it. Finds it over to McDonald. McDonald trying to go baseline. Defense wasn't there. They extend their lead to 5 once again. And then Wesleyan turns it over in the backcourt. Couldn't get it inbounded. And turns it over. Great crowd on hand here tonight for the first doubleheader of the year. Inbounds deflected. Somehow saved over there by Pike. She'll work it back top of the key. Gets it over to McDonald. Under 3 to play in the first quarter. It's been all Johnson. Now a foul inside. Coach Smith pleading the case about the call. Team fourth. I don't know how that was a shooting foul, but they're going to roll it that way. And 22, Cameron Holcomb will step to the line, makes the first one. 6-point lead, their largest of the game now. Second one is good, extends it to 7. Wesleyan's bar across midcourt. Sends it left side to Powell, now up top to Lindsay. Lindsay looking around, gets a screen from Bates. Lindsay goes in, little running layup, no good. Pokes it away momentarily, but rebound ends up into the hands of Johnson. McDonald with it. Lob up to Gardner. Gardner back to McDonald, left wing for 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound pulled down there by Johnson, and they clear it out. Now another foul on Wesleyan. This one's going to be second on Powell, so some early foul trouble. That's 5 team fouls already, so it'll be a double bonus anyway for the next 2:20 for Johnson. First free throw is off the mark there for Holcomb. Holcomb is 1 of 2 coming into tonight's matchup on the season. Makes the second one, 16-8. Doubled Wesleyan up here. Barr working it up the floor, goes left side to Crowder. Crowder gets a screen from Bates, quick crossover, goes left side. Dishes it to Lindsay for three, short. Long rebound, chased down by Lindsay, goes up strong on the left side, missed it. Ball still battled for, and Johnson's gonna come away with it. It's gonna be Holcomb with it. She gets across the time stripe, under 2 to play. Johnson trying to extend it. They could go into double-digit lead here. Wesleyan trying to buckle down defensively. Lady Royals have it. It's Gardner for three, off to the left side. It's going to go out of bounds. Nope, save there. McDonald sends it right back to Anna Crowder. They have numbers momentarily. Sierra Bates running little layup, no good. Wesleyan just cannot buy a bucket here in the first quarter. They've had 3 made field goals, 1 from outside. McDonald going to turn it over. They'll get Caden Russell into the ball game along with Hannah Jones coming back in for Johnson. Barr working it up the court. Battle of the threes right there between her and Russell. High post feed to Bates. Bumped by Jones. Feed on the cut to Alexis Bates. Layup is good. Finally, a little sister action right there. The assist credit goes to Sierra as Alexis makes the little runner. Russell sends it outside. McDonald wanting to lob it down to Jones. Jones triple teamed in the paint. They kick it out front. Three-pointer off the mark. And Wesleyan will get a chance to trim into this even more. Brooks will enter. Number 24, Haley Brooks for Johnson. Alexis Bates is going to control it up the court. Anna Crowder sets a good backcourt screen for her. Now she'll get the pass. Sierra Bates calling for it in the low post. Now she'll set a screen, kicks over to Lindsay. Lindsay, along with Alexis Bates on the far corner, 10 to shoot. Quick crossover, Lindsay goes through the paint and draws the blocking foul underneath. This one's going to be the first on Hannah Jones, the second on the Lady Royals. Lindsay's first free throw is good. 23.3 seconds remain here in the first quarter of action. Aubrey Long coming to the scorers table for Tennessee Wesleyan. Lindsay converts both of them down to a 4-point game. Wesleyan trailed by as many as 8. Now down to 4 with 20 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off. Russell trying to drive, kicks it back. McDonald had Bates sail on it. Now Jones inside, and she travels with it. Jones switched the pivot foot underneath, and so 8.1 remaining. Wesleyan can trim this first quarter lead down to a single possession. Shemaya Francis checks in for her high school teammate Hannah Jones. Alexis Bates over to Barr, near side, 5 to go. Barr trying to take it all the way in. Gets fouled on the shot. Good, strong take there. And 2 free throws coming as Russell is going to pick up her first foul, team third of the quarter. And so Abby Barr steps to the stripe. Part of that big senior class that former coach Jeff Rice brought in a couple of years ago. And all local products as she makes the first one. We had the 4 from Meigs County coming over, and then Abby Barr joining them from Sweetwater. Hall of Famer Jeff Rice. 2-point game. 16-14 is how we'll end the first quarter. Lady Bulldogs have fought their way back here. At the end of one, it's 16-14. Johnson still in front. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Tennessee Wesleyan's ball out of the quarter break. Stone out there, along with Julia Howard, number 5 for the Lady Bulldogs, freshman from Meigs County, Tennessee. Anna Crowder, Abby Barr, and Aubrey Long out there with Stone. Stone's three-pointer blocked out of bounds there by Wilson. Lady Bulldogs will keep it with 9 to shoot. Trailing 16-14. They have not led in this game yet. Johnson led from the jump. We were tied up at 8-all. Lob into Howard, working against Jones. Kicks out to Stone, top of the key, 5 to shoot. Stone trying to take it all the way in. Gets 3 on the left side, and we've got another tie ball game. Lady Bulldogs have tied it up 30 seconds into this one. Second quarter. Aragona kicks it out, or it rolls out to Wilson. Now up front, three-pointer on the way by Hefner. Skies high off the back iron, no good. Anna Crowder chases the long rebound. The Lady Bulldogs have a chance to take their first lead of the night. Knotted up at 16 apiece. Crowder drive, kicks back out to Stone. Stone, a screen from Howard, then rolls on it. Stone, layup on the right side is good, and the Lady Bulldogs are in front by 2. Little step-through action by Jacelyn Stone. She gets free. Leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs at 15.5 per game. Kick out. Wilson trying to answer back. Long 3 missed. Jones offensive rebound. Put back no good. Jones takes it away from Howard over the back. No call. Good box out, but the ball's just tipped around, and we're tied right back up at 18 apiece after the putback by Singer. Stone, quick crossover, top of the key. Kick, long for 3. Off the back iron, ball tipped around. Barr got away with an over the back, so neither team getting that call yet. Crowder tried to intercept the long pass. Instead, Johnson able to work it. Now Stone intercepts the cross-court pass. Stone quickly up the floor to Barr. Barr dribbles to the right side. Layup no good, but the foul is called. Baragana's going to pick up her first, team first of the quarter. So Abby Barr a chance to put the Lady Bulldogs back in front. First one is off the mark. Second one up and on the way, and it is good. Lady Bulldogs back in front by 1. Aragona up the far side of the floor, now works at the middle of the court, goes back to the right wing, screen from Jones. She'll pass out of it. Hefner guarded by Long. Long trying to stay right there with her. Quick pass that Singer didn't know she was getting. Here's Wilson on the drive, kicks over to Jones. She'll pop the 3, and Jones rattles it home to put Johnson back in front. Of course, Johnson not being too far from Athens, just about a little over an hour trip down. A lot of Royals fans here in attendance. Got excited on that 3. Here's Long, drives. Left side, layup just comes off the back iron too strong. Here's Baragana over to Hefner, lob inside. Double teamed in the low block, now they throw it over. Good help defense there. Good recovery by Howard to go down, and they just overthrow Jones, so the Lady Bulldogs will take that turnover. 6:58 to play here in the second quarter. Lindsay coming back in for Long. Tennessee Wesleyan, their entire roster hailing from Tennessee. Johnson, a couple of players, or most of them from Tennessee, with the exception of Woodstock, Georgia, where Sophia Singer is from. Lady Bulldogs turn it over. Jones has it in transition. Crowder tries to stop her. Now Wilson in the lane, double pump, missed it. Ball battled for underneath. Thrown out. Singer saves it on the wing. Baragana out front. 6.5 to go. Here's a drive. Aragana out to Hefner. Pump fakes the 3, drives and dishes it right back. Here's Barragana in the lane, sidestep, and a charge called. Jocelyn Stone steps in to take the charge. And that one's going to be on Hefner. That's her first, team second. Lady Bulldogs will have Stone bringing it up the court. Trailing now 21-19. Trailed by as many as 8 in the first quarter, but made a comeback at the end. Took a lead, 18-16. Regained it 19-18 after a tie. Now Lindsay on the backdoor cut. Good feed, but it's going to be out of bounds. Nope, they're going to call Hannah Jones with a foul. Wesleyan will take that one even more. Second on Jones. Team third of the quarter. Howard will exit for Tennessee Wesleyan. Sierra Bates back in. Wilson and Jones exit for Coach Lawhon. Into Sierra Bates. Pump fake, gets it back to Stone. Stone overplayed by Hefner. Finds Lindsay. Three-pointer open and good for Jalea Lindsay in the corner to regain the lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. 22-21. Now Johnson trying to answer back. Missed it. Stone collects the rebound. Behind the back dribble, gets free of Holcomb. Lob over to Lindsay. Now Barr, short corner, pulls up. High jumper, no good. Rebound collected quickly by Hefner, and she'll try to clear it out. Stone picks her up in the backcourt. Up the floor to McDonald. McDonald drives into the paint, gets free, kicks it out. Three-pointer up by Pike and no good. It looked like Crowder had a good box out, but no call now. A missed layup underneath by Holcomb. Here comes Lindsay with it. Lindsay quickly up to Sierra Bates. Drops it back to Barr. Up front, Stone with it. Stone will slow it down and reset with 5 minutes to play. Instead, Stone takes it all the way to the hoop, and the score for Jocelyn Stone. Lady Bulldogs in front by 3, their largest lead of the ball game. They've weathered the storm of what you could say is a little bit bigger sized Johnson team. Wesleyan a heavy guard team. Now Pike spins in the lane, missed it. Crowder gets the rebound. Lady Bulldogs can extend their lead of 3, making a 2-possession game with this trip. Crowder waiting on the screen. Had to pass out of it. Bates rolls. Now it's going to be Barr up front. Barr gets a screen from Bates. Quick corner feed to Crowder. Crowder around the screen. Bounce pass feed to Lindsay. Lindsay just too far under the goal. Puts it up under the backboard. It'll go out of bounds off of Johnson. Shot clock does reset to 20. 4:15 to go. Russell in. Hefner out for Johnson. Bounce pass into Lindsay. Kicks it out. Barr for 3. Just off the backside. Stone trying to chase it down. She does. Gets it out to Bates. Now back to Stone. 4 minutes to go. Second quarter of action. Bounce pass feed to Barr. She'll try to drive in. Little hook layup. No good with the left hand. Johnson pulls it down. They'll bring it across the time stripe with McDonald. A leader makes the bucket. Here comes Stone with it. Wesleyan still in front by 1, 24-23. Crowder takes the layup but gets fouled on the shot. Russell's going to pick up her second. Team 4th. Wesleyan's going to get number 11, Grace Phillips, into the ball game. Freshman guard from Bradley Central. Abby Barr will check out. Crowder's first free throw in and out. Looked good, just would not fall for. Second one is good. Back to a 2-point game. Wesleyan in front. Barragana, near side, gives it to Holcomb. Holcomb all the way around the lane. Drives over to Pike, and Pike takes a 3. In and out that one goes. Rebound battle for. Crowder stays with it, deflects it, and picks it up. She'll bring it up the court. She'll take it all the way in. Left side is good. thought about it for a few moments, and then makes the layup to give them a 4-point lead, the largest of the game. Now McDonald in transition, blocked by Lindsay underneath. Lindsay quickly up to Phillips. Phillips back to Lindsay. Lindsay trying to reward the defense, missed it. Sierra Bates with the putback. It bounces out. Pike collects it here for the Lady Royals. And Barragana in transition, gets it to Holcomb. Holcomb, three-pointer off the mark. Bates collects it, gets it to Stone. 2:40 to go. Coach Smith calling out the signals as Crowder and Stone look back at him. Telling his girls to move. Stone, spin move into the paint, gets free on the right side. Layup just too strong off the glass. It's a textbook Jacelyn Stone move. Just couldn't get that one to fall. Crowder tries to cheat from the back and poke it away instead. Barragana drives, misses it, gets her on board. Bates blocked out of bounds. Good straight up defense. Gardner and Brooks and Wilson return for the Lady Royals. Abby Barr coming back for Tennessee Wesleyan. She'll replace Anna Crowder. Little matchup there, it looks like. 2:11 to go. Tennessee Wesleyan up 27-23. Johnson led the entire first quarter. Second quarter has been Tennessee Wesleyan's favor. Wilson almost loses the handle. Now bounce pass out. They get it to Barragana on the left wing. Looking for a three-pointer. Instead, she'll pass it off there to Gardner. Gardner up top to Wilson. Wilson has to take a quick three, and that's a shot clock violation. If you're watching at home, shot clock here at James L. Robb usually above the basket, but one of them is malfunctioning, trying to get new ones shipped in, and so they're using the actual shot clock from lacrosse. So they're posted on the floor in the corner. Here's Phillips. She can shoot the three off the front of the iron. A lot of swing in there. Alexis Bates gets called for the foul, and that was more for Becca Gardner, just swinging her elbows left and right, trying to draw the contact. Nonetheless, a minute and a half to go, second quarter of action. Johnson with it out front. Wilson has it behind her back. She goes against Bates. Bates, good straight up defense, but the bucket is good, and it's back to a 2-point game. Emily Wilson with it. Now Barr sends it over to Lindsay. Bates, ball above her head, drops it back to Phillips. Right side, it's Barr with it. Shot clock down to 10. Passes up to Alexis Bates. Bates steps back, three-pointer on the way, doesn't get the roll. Clock under 60 seconds. Johnson has numbers, but they couldn't see it. That was a carry, no call. Barragana ends up with it on the far side. Barr poked it away momentarily. Here's Haley Brooks with it. Shot clock down to 10. Game clock at 30. Johnson trying to push it. Wilson. Charge taken by Alexis Bates. Wilson's going to pick up her first foul on the drive as the shot clock was winding down. And Tennessee Wesleyan's going to have the last shot of the half if they want to take it. Up 27-25. Great job by Alexis Bates to stand in there as Wilson was driving with the shot clock running down. Once again, Phillips will exit. Anna Crowder back in for Tennessee Wesleyan along with Lindsay. Lindsay replaced Bates. Game clock at now 16 seconds. Stone across midcourt with it. Stone looking. Down to 9. Sierra Bates setting a top screen. Stone going to take it off the dribble. Gets through. Kicks over to Barr. Short jumper is short. Rebound collected by Johnson. And we will head to the locker rooms at the half with Tennessee Wesleyan battling back here in the second quarter to take the 27-25 lead into the locker room at the half here at the Bulldog Digital Network. We'll take a break during halftime and then bring you some first half stats right before the start of the second half here from James L. Robb. Appreciate you watching here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Welcome back into the Bulldog Digital Network as we get set for the second half here of this Appalachian Athletic Conference matchup. Jared Wright again bringing you the action here from James L. Robb Gymnasium, where it's the Lady Bulldogs up at the half, 27-25, after using a big second quarter to come back against Johnson, who led by as many as 8 midway through the first quarter. Really 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, they were up by 8. The Lady Bulldogs outscore them 13-9 in that second frame to have the 2-point lead here coming into the third quarter. Looking at your leading scores for both teams, it's Jacelyn Stone, 5 of 10 shooting with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist for Tennessee Wesleyan. Jordan Hefner, 7 points. She's 4 of 4 from the line, 5 boards to her credit, followed by Hannah Jones with 5 points, 2 boards. Wesleyan's second leading scorers, Anna Crowder, with 6 points and 3 rebounds to her credit. Leading rebounder is Jalea Lindsay for Tennessee Wesleyan. And Hefner with those 5 lead Johnson. Lady Bulldogs shot 26.5%. Johnson 25.8 from the field, 16.7% from 3 for the Lady Bulldogs, 15.4 for Johnson, as it is Johnson's ball out of the halftime break. Wesleyan 70% from the line, 7 of 10, 7 of 8, 87.5 for Johnson. Pass from, let's see, that was going to Jones, but intercepted by Lindsay. Now here's Anna Crowder with it. Takes it left side, poked out of bounds by Hefner. Rebounds, Wesleyan losing that battle, 27-18 against Johnson. Wesleyan has gotten 5 points off of 7 turnovers. Johnson has gotten 6 points off of 5 turnovers. 4 blocks to 3 in favor of Johnson. Steals even at 3 apiece. As Lindsay puts it back to a 4-point game, 29-25. Layup quickly answered by Baragona. Here's Stone with it on the right wing. Wesleyan only making 2 assists in the first quarter. Stone makes another one inside, back to a 4-point lead. Both teams just trading baskets here early in the third quarter. Ella Crowder, Anna Crowder, Jalea Lindsay, J.C. Powell, and Jacelyn Stone out there for Tennessee Wesleyan. Jones with it, kicks it out to Wilson for Johnson. 3-pointer no good, over the back, no call, but Crowder able to get the tip over from Lindsay. Lindsay left wing, sends it to Powell. Her and Ella Crowder stuck in the near corner. Here's Anna Crowder up top, guarded there by Singer. Singer, Baragona, Hefner, Wilson, and Jones out there for Johnson. 3-pointer is up and good for J.C. Powell from the far side. Tennessee Wesleyan takes a 7-point lead, their largest of the ball game. They had not missed so many shots in the first half, especially in the first quarter. They could have a double-digit lead right now. But of course, Johnson went cold in the second half as well. Jones, 15-footer, no good. Stone hit the deck as Ella Crowder gets the rebound. Now Stone will get the clear out. Stone across midcourt, works it to the right wing. Looking for a drop pass back to Anna Crowder. 7:42 to play in the third quarter. Bounce pass to Stone, and now a foul on the screen. Baragona is going to pick up her second, team first. She just flat ran over Lady Bulldogs. McDonald's going to enter, replacing Baragona. Crowder keys it in, gets it to Ella Crowder, back to Anna it goes. Anna pull up, kick into the far corner, Lindsay for another 3. That corner is heating up for the Lady Bulldogs as they go in front by 10. Largest lead of the ball game for either team, 37-27. Here's Singer trying to answer back. Long rebound collected by Lindsay. She'll bring it up the court. Works into the paint, kicks it Ella Crowder, extra pass to Anna. Anna puts it on the floor, works it to the right side, finds Powell, right wing. Up top, Anna Crowder. Thought about the 3, back to Stone it goes. Stone a little head fake. Quick crossover, she gets free. Skip pass out to Ella Crowder. She'll take the 3 on the left corner, and it's open for work. 13-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs, and that forces the quick timeout by Johnson. So with timeout on the court, Wesleyan up 40-27 here early in the third quarter. We'll be right back. Back here out of the timeout by Johnson. Tennessee Wesleyan has rattled off 11 straight points after the made field goal by Johnson. And so Wesleyan with a 13-point advantage here against Johnson. First timeout we've had called for this game. And we've got two coaches that are so familiar with each other. Maybe neither one of them want to call timeouts to let the other one set up something. Here's Wilson for three. Johnson answers back. And then there's a foul underneath on the three-pointer. Basket is good, they'll say. It's not surprising. Hannah Jones is going to pick up her third here on the Lady Royals' second. And so here comes Stone across midcourt. Lindsay, ball fake, looking for help. Follows Stone down the paint, ball loose. Stone picks it up. Stone across the top of the key. Strong take off the glass is good for Jacelyn Stone. She continues to pace the Lady Bulldogs tonight. Point guard that can score is a big weapon. Now Jones inside, touch off the glass, too strong. Ella Crowder, good straight up defense. Anna Crowder brings it across midcourt. She's trying to go all the way in. Pass deflected to the cheerleaders. It'll stay with Tennessee Wesleyan. Holcomb and Pike will return for Jones and Wilson. Actually, Wilson will stay in. Baragana will exit. Stone, long lob into the front court to Ella Crowder. She'll quickly send it to Anna. 5:45 to go. Wesleyan in front by 12, 42-30. Here's Stone, top of the key, left wide open for three. Off the back iron, no good. Wilson skies for the board. Wilson head up looking. Quick little hesitation moves, gets free. Layup no good. And a foul on the rebound. That one's going to be called on Anna Crowder, her second, team first of the quarter. Late call, definitely thought it was on the rebound, but they're going to say it's a shooting foul, sending Wilson to the line, 89% shooter on the season. And she makes the first one. 11-point game. Both of them made. Still a double-digit lead for Tennessee Wesleyan here. Trying to get their first conference win at home this season and get above 500. Still a lot of basketball left. Stone goes right side. Strong take, no whistle. Got fouled out of bounds, we'll say, as it's just going to be an inbound. Coach Smith pleading the case with the near side official that wasn't in position to make it, but in it goes to Lindsay off of Stone. Drop to Ella Crowder. Ella Crowder looking for help. Dribbles out of the double team. Back out front to Lindsay. 8 seconds to shoot. Now down to 5 already. Got to make a move. Powell. Powell going to have to throw a shot up. She does. Off the glass and in for J.C. Powell. No hesitation right there as they wind the shot clock down. Here's Wilson. Spin move into the lane. Straight up defense by the Crowder twins. Anna comes away with it into the paint, kicks to Lindsay. Lindsay pops the three. That one's going to be short. Rebound collected by Hefner. Hefner trying to take a 1-on-5. Now she'll circle around and let everyone else catch up. She takes a deep three from the Dwayne Farmer court logo. Ella Crowder gets the rebound. Coach Lawhon throws his hands up, a little disgusted at the quick pull, I would have to think. Here's Anna Crowder. Three-pointer is in from the near corner by Anna Crowder. Lady Bulldogs lead of 15, now the largest of the game. Whatever Coach Smith talked about in between the first and second quarter and at halftime, this Lady Bulldog team has come out on fire here in the third. Wilson to Hefner. Hefner drives. Stone going to get called for that one. Tough foul, but at least prevents the shot from being made. And it's going to be the second on the Lady Bulldogs. Ella Crowder, Jalea Lindsay, Jacelyn Stone will exit as Alexis Bates, Abby Barr, and Sierra Bates enter for Tennessee Wesleyan. Gardner and Holcomb and Pike return for Johnson, along with Brooks. Looks like he went a wholesale change as free throw is good. Again, packed stands here, really for both teams. A lot of local players on both ball clubs. So everyone filling in both sides of the gymnasium here. Bulldog Digital Network coverage, Tennessee Wesleyan basketball. Powell sends it to Barr. Now out front, Sierra Bates gets it to Anna Crowder. 3.5 to play in the third. Here's Alexis Bates, driving dish to Sierra. Shot clock at 7. Now drop down into the paint to Barr. Barr goes up strong, layup no good. Right there, we saw that in the first quarter, a lot of missed shots inside. Now Anna Crowder tries to get the block from behind, but it is now Johnson starting to make a comeback here. Point game still. Wesleyan gets it to Bates. High post extended. Left side it comes to Barr. Barr passes up the shot, gets it to Powell. Trying to knock down another long ball and missed it. Wesleyan's gone cold the last couple of trips. Hefner in transition. Feed over to Brooks, and that's going to force the Jason Smith timeout with 2:46 to play. And Wesleyan's lead now down to just 9. We'll take a break here with them on the Bulldog Digital Network. Out of the timeout. Wesleyan is going to see full court pressure shown by Johnson right here. A little chess match, like we talked about. Coach Lawhon and Coach Smith knowing each other very well. Barr gets it into Lindsay. Back to Barr it comes across. Skip past Alexis Bates, middle of the court. Sierra Bates pops the three. The left-hander missed it. Ball tipped up. Holcomb's going to chase it down. It'll go out of bounds off of Wesleyan, they say. Everybody in royal blue and white pointing the other way. Here's McDonald. Inside it goes to Pike. Pike trying to back her way down, a little shoulder. Bates was straight up. That one was a bad call there, but Sierra Bates going to get called for that one. Bates had the block. There's a little elbow from Pike, a little shoulder shove. Ella Crowder back, Jacelyn Stone back. 2:24 to play in the third quarter. Wesleyan still in front, 47-39. As Pike steps to the line, 75% shooter on the season, makes the first one. 8-point game. Now 7-point game after both free throws are good. Barr with it, bringing it up the court. Between the timeouts, Johnson was on an 11-7 run. They continue it as Wesleyan still looking for their first field goal in 2+ minutes. Barr overplayed by McDonald. Finds Lindsay open far corner for three. Short tip out comes to Lindsay, and a fresh 20 for Tennessee Wesleyan with under 2 to play in the third quarter. Lindsay gets a screen from Ella Crowder and goes into the lane. And they'll call that one on the floor. It does draw a foul on Pike. Kelsey Pike picks up her first, team third. Lindsay wide open on the inbounds play. And Wesleyan finally takes the lid back off. 9-point game, 49 to 42. 7-point game. Barr gets called for the foul here on Tennessee Wesleyan, her first, team fourth. McDonald gets it, top of the key. Works around the screen, drive. They somehow pass it out. Bounce pass across the top. That's going to be Brooks with it. Now working on the drive, gets it to McDonald. McDonald drives, missed it. Good defense by Ella Crowder picking up the loose ball. Here's Stone. Stone trying to get past her defender in Gardner. She does, finds Aubrey Long, who's checked in. Long over to Lindsay. Now Barr. Wesleyan trying to set up some offense. Stone, middle of the lane, pull-up jumper, no good. Battles for her on rebound, kicks it out to Crowder. Now Long, open for three on the far side. In and out it goes. Lindsay trying to battle for it. Ball on the ground, everybody diving for it, and Wesleyan's Lindsay comes away with it. It'll be jump ball and keep it with Tennessee Wesleyan here with 49 seconds to go in the third. Officials having a conversation about it. Shot clock will go to 15. Well, it's on 85 right now, so. There you go. Game clock at 49, shot clock at 15. Lindsay runs the same play, this time not as open, but she still makes the bucket. Fighting through the contact right there. (51-40). What I thought a minute ago, I had that. Now it's an 11-point game again. He's made the correction on the scoreboard here. Here's Holcomb trying to drive, and a foul on Barr, just kind of jumped off her feet there. And this one's going to be the second on Abby. It's going to be the 5th team foul. First free throw is good for Holcomb. The official at the table trying to get some information, and of course, and both free throws are good. 25.5 seconds remaining. Stone gets the ball here in the third quarter. Wesleyan up, she loses it. Stolen by Gardner. Gardner, layup, no good. Stone gets the rebound. Well, it's poked away just momentarily. 16.7 remaining. Gardner tried to take it in against Lindsay, and good straight up defense by Jalea Lindsay there. Stone, unorthodox turnover there. Now she'll make up for it, beating two defenders down the floor. Finds Long to Barr. Barr thought about the three. She'll drive and just has it taken away there by McDonald. 1 second to shoot. Pike's going to fire it, and it's going to be short. And so at the end of the third, Wesleyan still in front, 51-42. Outscoring them by 7, 24-17 in that third quarter. And we'll be back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Fourth quarter of action here. Wesleyan in front, 51-42. Johnson's ball out of the quarter break. Baragana gets it up to Wilson. Wilson drills a three to start. Big in the fourth quarter for Johnson. 6-point game now, 51-45. Wesleyan with Anna Crowder, Jacelyn Stone, J.C. Powell, Jalea Lindsay, and Ella Crowder out there. Stone pump fake. Baragana picks her up. Powell gets the tip to pass. Now Stone, far side, gets a screen from Lindsay. Lindsay rolls on it. Stone to Powell. Crowder now in the corner. Here's Ella Crowder trying to drive against Jones. Throws up a prayer and trying to draw the fourth foul on Jones. It doesn't work. Baragana going to give it to Wilson again. Three-pointer off the mark. Long rebound pulled down by Singer. Singer and Jones had spent a lot of time on the bench in that third quarter. Coach Wahan looks to have been saving the post players for the fourth quarter as it's going to be Sophia Singer. Cuts it to a 4-point game here. A foul on Jalea Lindsay, her first, team first of the quarter. Wesleyan trying to give Johnson their first loss of the season, first in conference play, and tie them up and be 2-1 inside conference play. And go to 3-2 overall. Singer does get the and one opportunity there. So a 3-point game. Wesleyan led by as many as 15 early in the third quarter. The commentators curse maybe, talking about how on fire they were. Went cold. Now Crowder bounce pass feed. Extra pass. It's going to go out of bounds off of Johnson. Lindsay was just too far under the basket, she felt like, trying to get it out to Powell. Stone to key it in. Long outlet to Anna Crowder. A minute and a half played in the fourth quarter. Quick crossover, Crowder to Lindsay. Back out front to Stone. Stone behind the back dribble. Layup is good right in front of the defender. 5-point game. Stone continues to play hard, leading them 14 points. Now a miss by Johnson. Stone with 16, Lindsay with 14 for the Lady Bulldogs. Ella Crowder trying to hit another three, short. Wilson collects it, and she'll let everyone else get down the floor quickly. Top of the key, Wilson gets it down to Jones. Jones back to the basket, rolls off to the left side. Just a textbook play for Hannah Jones. Watched it when she was playing for Bradley Central. As I cover McMinn basketball here as well in town. Just missing that one. Here's Anna Crowder. High feed to Ella Crowder. Crowder back to Anna. Screen from Ella for Anna. 15-footer is good for Anna Crowder. 7-point advantage once again for Tennessee Wesleyan. Anna Crowder now into double figures. Here's Wilson driving against Anna Crowder. Lob down to Singer in the paint. Double team. Kick out to Hefner. Touch pass from Jones out to Barragana. Missed shot. Lindsay collects the rebound. It's a 3-on-1 break. Ella Crowder back to Lindsay. Lindsay goes up strong, and that one's going to be a foul. She'll get 2 shots. Singer's going to pick up her second, team first. Under 7 to play. Lindsay steps to the line. 55% shooter on the season, makes the first one. Back to an 8-point advantage, 56-48. And Lindsay converts both at the line. Clutch free throws made right there. Barragana calling it out. Gets a high screen from Jones. She goes opposite side of it. Ball was deflected, but Johnson stays with it. Layup on the right side is good for Wilson. Stops the scoring drive by Tennessee Wesleyan. Here's Stone. Into the front court, 15-footer, no good. She knew it. Rush shot maybe right there, but here comes Wilson in transition. Hefner, backside screen against Crowder. Drop pass down to Singer. Top of the key, Wilson overplayed by Crowder. Now finds an open Barragana for 3, and it's good. The extra pass paid off for Johnson. It's down to a 4-point game. Coach Smith telling the Lady Bulldogs, let's slow it down here as we go under 6. 57-53. Lindsay, a little head fake. Drops it over to Crowder. Crowder kicks back to Lindsay. Open for 3. In and out it goes. Crowder battling Barragana. She comes away with it. Over to Jones. Johnson in transition. Lindsay gets a hand in the passing lane. Here's Wilson for 3. Off the mark. Powell collects the board. Anna Crowder catches it near midcourt. She took a hard fall on that rebound attempt. Gets it over to Stone. 5:23 to play. Stone calling out the directions. Kicks it out. Lindsay for 3. Short. And off the mark right there. Lindsay and Stone both with 16 points apiece. Barragana trying to drive in. Crowder straight up with her. Stone just takes it from her. Just goes and picks her pocket right there. Quickly up to Ella Crowder. Ella Crowder all the way in. Layup no good. Couldn't get the foul call as she hit the deck. Look, taking on 2 defenders is going to get that call. Barragana trying to hit another 3. Missed it. Rebound tipped away. Jones trying to save it. She does. Barragana in the right place. Feeds it over to Wilson, and Stone at least prevents the layup from being made. Picks up her second. Team second as well. Barr and Sierra Bates will come in for Powell and Ella Crowder. McDonald returns for Johnson. And Aubrey Long in for Lindsay. Holcomb still at the scores table. She'll replace Wilson if she can knock down both free throws. First one is good. First made shot in 2.5 minutes. Both of them are good. 2-point game, the closest it has been since early in the third quarter. Crowder going to get it in. 4:37 to play. Wesleyan still clinging to this 57-55 lead here by 2. Trying to close out first conference game at home this year. Barr, little give and go action. Was so open, I think she was shocked. Instead, they get it out to Crowder, and Crowder answers the call with a 3 from the top of the key. Hefner's cross-court pass to McDonald, trying to answer back. She missed it. Sarah Bates, good closeout on the rebound. Wesleyan will take those missed opportunities from Johnson every trip down. Here's Crowder into the paint. Near corner, Sarah Bates for 3. Over the back iron it goes. Here comes McDonald out of the rebound. Pushing it up the floor. Wilson up top gets a screen from Jones. Jones, step back, resets on another screen with Jones. Trying to get to the rim, layup is good for Wilson. Just put it high off the glass and made it. It's back down to a three-point game. 3.5 to play in this one. One of the top teams currently in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. That was a foul. No calls. Sarah Bates got slapped in the face and then commits a foul on the other end against Wilson. Sarah Bates going to pick up her second. Timeout on the court. Tennessee Wesleyan going to take the timeout. We'll take it with them here on the Bulldog Digital Network. .318 to play in this Women's Appalachian Athletic Conference matchup right now. Tennessee Wesleyan will have Anna Crowder, Jacelyn Stone, Aubrey Long, Abby Barr, and Ella Crowder out there. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Emily Wilson for Johnson, however. Johnson's got Holcomb, McDonald, Hefner, and Jones out there with Wilson. 3-point game. Wilson now makes that a 2-point game. With 3:18 to play. Johnson outscoring Tennessee Wesleyan now 17-9 in the second half, or in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game. Wilson will come out. Baragana back in for her. Stone across midcourt as we approach 3 minutes to play. Stone to Crowder. Anna Crowder near side to Barr. Barr working to the top of the key to Anna Crowder. Shot clock at 10. Crowder layup left side. Blocked out of bounds. Jalea Lindsay coming back in for Aubrey Long. So Tennessee Wesleyan underneath with Stone with it. Under 3 we go. Shot clock at 8. And it comes to Ella Crowder. Back to Stone it goes. 5 to shoot. Stone trying to take it all the way in. Jump ball to call. It will stay with Tennessee Wesleyan. Three seconds on the shot clock. Anna Crowder going to get it. Fire the 3 near the buzzer and missed it. Rebound. Waragana pulls it off. And Johnson can take the first lead that they would have had since the second quarter. Here's Holcomb out front with it. Around a screen from Jones into the right side of the lane. Barr blocks it out of bounds. Johnson fans wanting the foul call, but nothing doing there. His clock sets 2.5 minutes exactly to play in this first of the doubleheader. We've got the men's game coming up next. Inbounds from Hefner to Holcomb. Or to Baragana, correction. Now Jones in the paint. Reverse layup gives Johnson the lead once again. But the Lady Bulldogs can regain it this trip down. 2:15 to go. Crowder shakes her defender. Now Ella Crowder on the baseline. Anna Crowder back up top. Wesleyan trying to be very patient here. Find the open player. Stone gets fouled there by McDonald. McDonald's going to pick up her first. Team second. Wilson coming back in. She'll replace McDonald. Anna Crowder gets the handoff and just throws it right to Wilson. Couldn't get stopped quick enough. Johnson trying to score. Anna Crowder, good defense in transition. Able to poke it away. 1:51 showing on the game clock. Johnson in front, 61-60. Tennessee Wesleyan has led since 5:50 remaining in the second quarter. And they took the lead 22-21, but Johnson has battled their way back. Hefner inbounds it to Wilson. Wilson's going to let it roll to the back court, and she'll pick it up. 1:45 to go. Behind the back by Wilson. Hesitation dribble. Charge called on Emily Wilson as Jacelyn Stone stands in there and takes the charge. The second on Wilson. Second on the team. J.C. Powell coming back in. A little moisture on the floor is going to let some substitutions make it in. Gardner's going to come in for Holcomb. For Johnson, Powell entered and replaced Barr for Tennessee Wesleyan. Full court pressure shown by Johnson here. They lead it by 1, 61-60. Crowder trying to get it inbounds. Gets it into Stone, partially deflected. Stone past two defenders already. Bounce pass feed to J.C. Powell. Layup is good. Tennessee Wesleyan back in front by 1. 62-61. 1:25 to go. Barragana drives, layup is good, and back in front goes Johnson. Both teams exchanging the lead here. Powell. Stone, quick crossover, behind the back dribble, 15-footer on the elbow, no good. Looked good the whole way. She's going to pick up Hefner. Wesleyan trailing it by 1. Wilson, they've got numbers. If Wilson can knock it down, and she does, and Johnson extends their lead to 3. With a 55.6 remaining. And timeout on the court. It'll be a full timeout by Tennessee Wesleyan. We'll take it with them here on the Bulldog Digital Network. Out of the timeout, Tennessee Wesleyan ball down by 3, 65-62. Johnson has regained the lead over the last couple of minutes. Tennessee Wesleyan doesn't need it all in one trip, but they have had several knock down the 3 ball tonight, only shooting 25% from behind the arc. Jalea Lindsay 2 of 7, Anna Crowder 3 of 6, and then J.C. Powell and Ella Crowder were 1 apiece. Knocking down those 3s. Stone gets the inbound. Stone, quick crossover, gets it to Ella Crowder, now to Anna Crowder, open 3, and it's in there. Knotted up at 65 all. Heat check time right there. Johnson still gonna have to take a shot, and they're gonna call the timeout here. And it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them here on the Bulldog Digital Network. here on the Bulldog Digital Network. 39.8 showing on the game clock, 22 seconds on the shot clock, and it is knotted up at 65 apiece here at James L. Robb Gymnasium. Jared Wright bringing you the action here of this Appalachian Athletic Conference matchup. Johnson with the ball, knotted up at 65 all. Hefner controlling it out front for the Lady Royals. Drive and dish, Baragana with it. Shot clock now at 10. Near corner, Hefner takes the three, in and out, and it still falls for her. 24.1 remaining, and Hefner drills a three in the near corner. Her second of the ball game puts her into double figures. 30-second timeout taken by Tennessee Wesleyan. We'll just stay right here with you. The Lady Bulldogs will have it in the front court. Anna Crowder has just made a three on the other end to tie it up at 65 all. Shot clock now turned off. 24.1 remaining, 68-65. See if Wesleyan can get another three ball going. If you look at early season totals, J.C. Powell, 45% shooter. Anna Crowder, 50%. Aubrey Long's 1 of 2 for 50%. And then Lindsay has knocked down 31 for the season. She's 2 of 7 tonight. Anna Crowder, though, has had the hot hand behind the arc, 4 of 7, 17 points to her credit. Anna Crowder's going to be the Lady Bulldog to key it in, gets it to Stone. Stone goes top of the key. Stone, low dribble. Pump fake, misses the lay-in on the left side. Hefner is going to get the timeout called. And so 13.9, Wesleyan's going to have to foul. They've got 2 fouls to give. Unless a miracle happens here, and some missed free throws, Wesleyan's going to have to make quick work to get the ball back down the floor and try to score quickly. Again, we got the guys game coming up next. New head coach Randy Casey brings his Bulldogs to town, or to James L. Robb for their first home game in the regular season. Of course, that means the first Appalachian Athletic Conference game between Johnson, one that has gone Johnson's way of late in this series. Former head coach Ray Stone, now assistant athletic director here at Tennessee Wesleyan, and they hired Randy Casey. Hefner gets it in, it's overthrown, it's going to go out of bounds. Wesleyan able to prevent it, or get the credit of the turnover, I guess. So 13.5, and Coach Smith wants a timeout, 30-second. He's going to talk this one over. 30-second timeout. We'll still keep it here, 13.5. This one coming down to the wire. See what Coach Smith draws up. Anna Crowder again has had the hot hand from behind the arc. At 13.5, you're going to have to probably take the three here. Just not enough time to foul and get back and forth down the court. As it looks like Wesleyan is down to 1 timeout. Johnson with 2 timeouts remaining. And so Wesleyan clock working against them, of course. We'll have to draw something up big here. They've got Jacelyn Stone, Ella Crowder, J.C. Powell, Anna Crowder, and Jalea Lindsay out there for them. It's going to be Singer guarding the inbounds from Anna Crowder. Stone makes a move, gets it. She's going to drive all the way in. Pass deflected out of bounds, 10.2 remaining. Trying to get it to Powell in the far corner. It's going to be a deep corner inbounds for Tennessee Wesleyan. Stone gets it, drops it to Crowder. Crowder pops the three, short. Long rebound. It's going to go out of bounds off of Johnson. 4.3, still not over yet. Wesleyan calling the inbounds play out. 4.3, this is the game right here. Wesleyan's got to get a long ball made. And Jones steals it. Jump ball, the call. It'll go Johnson's way. And the only matchup these two teams are going to have in the regular season this year. Looks like it's going Johnson's way, unless Wesleyan can steal the inbounds pass. Johnson's going to take a timeout here with 3.2 remaining. 68-65, 30-second timeout. We're going to take this one with them. We'll be right back on the Bulldog Digital Network. Out of the timeout. Crowder commits the foul as Emily Wilson catches it. Still another foul to give, 2.3 remaining. .6 remaining, and it's going to send Hannah Jones to the stripe. Third on Ella Crowder, doesn't really matter at this point. So Hannah Jones steps to the line, 67% shooter on the season. First attempts tonight. And the first one is missed. Still some hope for Tennessee Wesleyan here. 1.6 remaining, and it would have to be a heave to get it. And Jones misses both. Crowder not able to take it quick enough, and the heave from half court lets the Lady Royals take the victory here to go to 5-0 on the season. Now 3-0 in conference play, 3-0 on the road, and they've won, of course, 5 straight. Lady Bulldogs dropped to 2-3 overall, 1-2 inside conference play, and now 1-2 here at James L. Robb Gymnasium. Unfortunately, Lady Bulldogs just couldn't get it to go their way there at the end, and a tough loss against Johnson. And two big teams battling it out here, but great opener for Appalachian Athletic Conference play here at home between these two clubs, and coaches exchange a little handshake and hug at half court, and both teams will circle up for prayer at mid-court. And so we'll take a break here, and then should expect Coach Smith to join us up here momentarily here on the Bulldog Digital Network. We'll be right back. Back here on the Bulldog Digital Network, where Johnson Lady Royals come away with a victory here as it came down to the wire. 68-65, they take care of Tennessee Wesleyan. Unfortunately, the Lady Bulldogs, even though they controlled the game most of the second quarter and then the second half, really, Johnson just down the wire at the end comes away victorious. This series now goes to 4-2. Of course, the last two, though, being in favor of Johnson, as they pick up a big conference road win. Wesleyan's 3-ball slacking a little bit tonight, as Coach Smith's going to make his way up here in just a second. But Wesleyan shoots 34% from the field, 24-70. Johnson on the other side, 34%, 34.4, 21 of 61. Three-pointer, 6 of 24 for Johnson, 8 of 30 for Tennessee Wesleyan. That's 26.7 versus the 25 for Johnson. Free throw percentage, 75% for Wesleyan, 87 for Johnson. Needed a couple of more of those, 3 more of those to fall for Tennessee Wesleyan. Lady Bulldogs give up 8 points off of the 10 turnovers, whereas Johnson gives up 7 points off of their 9 turnovers. Rebounding stats, Johnson gets the better of them, 43-33. Wesleyan had 7 offensive, 26 defensive. Assist, Wesleyan has the advantage there, 11-8. 11 of 24 made shots. 5 blocks apiece for both teams. Steals, 7-5 in favor of Johnson. Bench points, Johnson's used a lot of depth. 15-5, they outscore the Lady Bulldogs. Second chance points, they get them by 2, 8-6. And then points in the paint, Wesleyan does hold the advantage there by 6, 28-22. A lot of that due to Jacelyn Stone driving and getting to the bucket very easily early in this game. Leading scorer for both teams, it'll be Emily Wilson with 20 points. She was perfect, 6 of 6 at the line, 7 boards, 2 assists. 6 of 17 from the field, 2 of 7 from behind the arc. And then Jordan Hefner, no more of her 12 points was clutch as the last three-pointer to give them the lead in the corner. She was 6 of 6 from the line as well, along with 10 rebounds, 2 assists. And she was 2 of 5 from behind the arc. On the other side for the Lady Bulldogs, Anna Crowder ends her night, 17 points, 11 rebounds, so a double-double for her. 4 of 8 from the behind the arc, 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line. Stone and Lindsay both with 16 points apiece. Stone with 3 boards, 5 assists, 3 boards, 5 assists. Lindsay with 7 points, 1 assist. And then J.C. Powell, 7 points, 4 rebounds to her credit. 4 points by Ella Crowder and 3 boards to her credit. 3 points by Barr and 2 for Alexis Bates, as Coach Jason Smith has joined us. And Coach, there, as we got down to the wire, the first half, you and Coach Lawhon did not call a timeout, and I thought maybe it was a chess match because y'all have coached so much together over the last several years that maybe you not wanting to tip your hand to the other, but your team makes a comeback in the second quarter and really controls the majority of the game after that, but then just down the stretch, just see it slip away.
Yeah, that was pretty heartbreaking. I mean, I just ache for our girls, you know. I think they played their butts off tonight, and they deserved to win that basketball game, and it just didn't happen. That's the way it goes sometimes, you know. Ball doesn't go in the bucket. I mean, we got great looks in the fourth quarter. I mean, we might have got a little bit tired, but, you know, I think we got some great looks, and we just didn't make enough shots, and then defensively we kind of broke down some, and obviously giving up 26 points in the fourth quarter, then that's tough, right?
Yes.
It's tough to win games like that. But the first three and a half quarters, I mean, we definitely outplayed them, and I was very proud of our team, and man, that just sucks. I'll just tell you that. I mean, there ain't nothing more to say than that. I mean, it's a yucky feeling when you outplay somebody most of the game and still lose.
Some bright spots it seem like for your team is Jacelyn Stone continues to be a force, even from that one position, that point guard position. It was really her in the first quarter that was really the only offense you had going, it seems like. But her ability to get past her first defender and get to the rim continues to be a key.
Yeah, she's just so crafty. I mean, she's small, and she kind of hides from people in the trenches there and in the towers, and all of a sudden she comes out being able to score. I mean, she's really crafty. She had a couple of really nice moves in the second half, and one just, you know, rimmed out. But she's fun to coach. She's fun to watch. You know, we got 3 kids that are scoring pretty consistently, and Anna Crowder and Jalea and Stone, and we just need one more kid to really step up and get, you know, into production a little bit more. So
Had some crucial threes at some good times just down the stretch. Couldn't get it going, but Anna Crowder does pace the way, hitting 4 of 8 from behind the arc. And when you got a post player that predominantly has played post most of her life, comes out there and can shoot the 3 ball, that helps you out just a couple too short. But I noticed one thing, when Johnson had to take their bigs out with Singer and with Jones, it kind of freed you all up a little bit to maybe attack more inside, or did it change really what you were trying to do at all?
No, honestly, I'd rather if they would have stayed big, to be honest with you, because they couldn't guard us. So, I mean, Coach Lahan did a good thing by going smaller, because I think if he would have stayed big, we would have pushed that lead out even more. So they couldn't guard us with their bigs. So, yeah, definitely the opposite of what you said.
There
man.
you go.
Yeah.
That's why I'm up here and you're down there.
Yeah, I was like, I wish I could get in his head and change that for you. But, even on the last possession, late in the fourth quarter, we were having trouble with their ball screen. They started figuring out some stuff. And, we tried to push the ball to the sideline instead of over the top. And Jordan Hefner hit that 3 in the corner. That was the game. That was huge, right?
Yep.
That's a kid that me and Lahan recruited to Bryan. She ended up not coming to Bryan. But it's a kid I know well. And good for her, I guess. I'm excited for her, but not excited for my team.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Big crowd on hand for both teams. I think that speaks to the relationship you all have. But obviously, you got to put this one behind you now. Get ready for another conference game this weekend as Montreat comes to town. What do you kind of look for your team between now and Saturday?
I just think you got to continue to get better. Work on the things that, we think we got to get better at each and every night. Part of it's closing time. I mean, learning how to win games is something you got to learn how to do, And I think winning tonight would have gone a long ways for our season. We got better after the Bryan game. The Bryan game, we were really not very good that night. And I think our girls really focused down. We came back last Thursday and had probably our best practice. And we got better, went to CIU and played really well. And it carried over for most of the game tonight, I think. And so our girls just got to stay the course. I always say stay the course. Just because you lose a game doesn't mean you need to change everything. So it's just a minor tweak here or there.
It's a long season. It's just early. Conference play, normally, years ago when I started doing it, conference games didn't start until December sometime, and now the big ones seem to come up even more. But Saturday's another chance to get back in the win column for your team, but hopefully y'all can shake this one off quickly.
Yeah, it's good, though. I had the emotional stuff with Bryan, then I had to come face my old assistant coach tonight, so hopefully all this business is out of the way, right? And we can just knuckle down to playing somebody that we have no relationship with, so. But that's the way it is. It was a fun game.
It definitely was. It came down to the wire, and just unfortunately, just not going the way for the Lady Bulldogs tonight. But
yeah, I mean, Stone had a couple, pull-up jumpers. If those two go, I think we probably win the game.
And that's what, talking to even Coach Harrison at halftime down on the floor a little bit, we were talking about it, and there was a lot of just good-looking shots even in the first quarter that they were all on target, just bouncing out here or there like you led in with, as just a couple of bounces go the wrong way tonight. But definitely teams looking really good, except for just the win column at the moment. So, but that'll come. So
yeah, that's the hard part in sports, because you get rated on your wins and losses, and I get that. I mean, but I'm proud of our team. I know where we're trying to get to, and I think hopefully our best basketball is still ahead of us. Come tournament time, I think we'll be really tough, and no one really want to play us. Actually, I don't think anybody wants to play us. I mean, we're pretty scrappy, and we're going to give you the business, right?
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Tough loss tonight, but always appreciate you coming up and talking to us.
All right, thank you, man.
Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Coach Jason Smith, as he talked about, this one hurts, and anytime you face a former coach that you've worked with and a group of players that you've potentially recruited, like you mentioned, it's always tough. And this one just does not go Tennessee Wesleyan's way as they lose it 68-65 there at the end to Johnson. So we're going to take a break. We got the guys game coming up next here from Tennessee Wesleyan. It's Johnson against Tennessee Wesleyan, as the guys will try to right the ship here tonight and get the split on the evening. Johnson comes in 4-1. Bulldogs will try to give them their second loss and get above 500 as they are 2-2, just like the women were. So we'll see what happens next here on the Bulldog Digital Network.